Now, it's an easy 1,000. The game is a little glitchy on a couple things. The physics on some levels, it will drive you a little bit nuts, but overall, it's kind of like a cross between House Flipper and a simulation game for the most part. I'll give you some tips as I'm going along. I'm not going to play every level because some of the levels take about an hour and a half to complete. Now, a lot of levels require you to buy things like furniture, decorations, and stuff like that. There's no set place to put them as long as you put them in the area that they go to. Like, for example, if you're in a building that has an office and you try to put a bench outside the office, it's not going to count it. It would turn yellow, and you'll know it's not ready to be placed, or it's not in the right area. So you can go in, if they want 4 trash cans, you can put them all 4 in the same spot. All right, that's what I'm getting at. So it's not that bad. The tools, don't touch them till the end of the game. You'll actually complete the game and get all achievements but the last one, which is to upgrade all the tools, and then come upgrade the tools. The reason for that, number one, there's 2 reasons. Number one, it costs stars to upgrade the tools, and there's an achievement for getting 80 stars, so that's why you don't want to do it until the end. The other one is there's an achievement for completing the game without upgrading any tools, so keep that in mind. All right, now, the computer doesn't really do much. You can save, exit, whatever, but whenever you leave the game, it auto saves. So the first thing you want to do is come in and do the how to play. The tutorial is going to teach you. Luckily, I played through it before because sometimes it will drive me a little bit nuts. It's going to just kind of tell you, approach the dumpster, and you buy a segregated dumpster. All right. Now, here's another thing. These segregated dumpsters, and I didn't know this until later on in the game, there's blue, yellow, and green. Alright, anytime you pick something up, that's right, you scan to highlight the nearby trash. I forgot about that. Alright. And it even tells you, but there's certain things there we go. Alright. As you can see, in the bottom left corner, my green went up to 71%, 72. All right, when that gets so full, I don't think it's 100, it drops. Pick up the bag, and this is where the physics is really wonky, and you drop it in here. Now, the bad thing about this, sometimes they'll fall down, sometimes they'll get stuck up here in the middle, and you have to spend money to clear it. So it's kind of crazy. All right, press LT to empty it. Now you got it. It's just a tutorial. Okay, and now we got to sell a dumpster. But that segregated dumpster, okay, there's an achievement for putting 400 items in there. Obviously, cans and bottles and stuff like that, you just pick straight up and it goes in your pile in the bottom left corner. Like cardboard now is 55%. But there's other things that I didn't realize, like some chairs, plastic boxes and stuff like that. I was breaking everything up and putting it in my 4 little categories in the bottom left instead of putting them in the dumpster themselves. So tires, things like that, just keep that in mind. I'll kind of show you as we get going. Okay, now I have to buy another container. There we go. Okay, gather the highlighted trash, and you can see it's over here. Alright, see this here? You can pick straight up. Some things you can't. Like that you can you can use the axe to pick it up, or you can throw it in a dumpster. Alright. Here's something that you don't ever want to do is at the beginning of the game, you don't ever want to throw anything that's colored into the dumpster because you don't get credit for it. Everything you throw in that dumpster, you get money for it. Now, by the time I finished the game, I had 600,000, so don't worry about the money. But at the beginning, you need it. Like these here, you can break them up with the axe, or you can pick them up. I would pick them up. Okay, now it tells you what to do. You got to sponge it, and you don't have to get the entire thing. You just have to kind of get that green circle. As you can see, it's filling it up. You just have to kind of get it almost full, and then boom, it disappears. All right, it's basically telling you how to play. Okay, so this we need to brush. And once again, you don't have to get 100% of it. You just have to kind of get the majority until it goes like that. Okay, now you got to do the trowel. And I think I've done this only 2 missions. All right, now sandpaper. we have to go over here, I believe. Yeah, the rails. Yep. And if you notice down at the bottom left, there's the for recycling, and the fourth one on the right's the trash. At 20% to the next to that is a track with an icon. When that's 100%, you have no more of that item to pick up. So like even the trash and even everything that you do will have that little icon. And so if it's not at 100%, that means you still have more in the game to get, or in that level. All right. Now on these, you have to dismantle them by right trigger, and it just basically replaces it. Windows, doors, a few things like that. It doesn't add to your recycle collection. All right, right here. Now this will, that adds to your, you see that it went up to 11%. You see that? It was at 5, and this here. Oh, the axe. All right, it's at 35%, 36%. So it does go up. All right, you'll need a flashlight. Hit Y. All right, special tools found in your car. There's 5 tasks that each level, 5 to 6 tasks that each level has. Once you complete them, technically the level's over, but you want 100%. So do not leave a level until you're at 100%. It's going to be a pain because sometimes there's going to be items that are going to be hard to find. Okay. Basically, it's just running through all the tools and showing you what to do. See, but watch, it's at 11% down below. Now it's at 16. So, all right. But there's a lot of missions that literally were hard to find. Hard to find things like you have to assemble a hand car, you have to do this and that, and there's not really any tutorial levels that tell you where to go to get the special items. Like sometimes you have to find a key, and there's only one level where the key is really easy to find because it tells you, but other than that you just have to kind of go around looking. All right, there, it's done. All right, now you got to do this. All right. Now, on the right-hand side, the top right, you'll see it says, congratulations, you managed to complete all tasks. Each one of them tasks will have a general description where the congratulations is at. That tells you what you have to do. All right, but for now, we're in the store, and it wants us to buy a bench. And we got to place the bench over here. See in the green area? All right. Paint the walls. Open the store. All right. Left bumper. All right. The walls here. Yep. All right. And then hit the back button or the, not the start button, but the other one. All right. Here we go. You got to get close to it. Oh, there we go. All right. Tutorial done. Now, you can keep going if you want. I don't recommend it. There's no point in it because the money just carries over. You can actually lose money. All right, there's all the achievements that you get so far from the tutorial. There's also an achievement for painting a floor and for painting different things. I don't even know if you can get it on here. Let's see. I don't think it will let me do it. But there's achievements where you can paint the floor and see I spent money getting it. I'm just going to finish a little bit more here. All right. All right. You don't get money for throwing things like this away. You get money for throwing the colored stuff away. But for now, I'm just going to go around See, you can pick this straight up. It's up to you. Now on Windows, you have to pick all the glass too before you can do it. Now you can dismantle the window. There you go. And these stars don't count, so for your progress. I think you have to clean the whole wall before you can paint it. We'll see. All right. I believe the wall's done. Yes. All right. Alright, so it does do that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and sell this back. And if you go down to the one I bought, you'll see it says quantity 1 in the far right side. It costs 300. Hit X to sell it and you'll get back 100. Yep. Alright, and now I want to do the ceiling, but I don't think it lets me... Alright, let me see if it will let me do this ceiling. Ah. It's not letting me do the doggone ceiling. Let me see if I can jump up on here. No, not letting me do it. Oh well. I'm going to go out here and see if it let me do this ceiling over here. Nope, won't let me. Alright, so I'm just going to sell it back. And then I'm done with this level. So to finish the level early, hit finish, and then yes, the tutorial doesn't count for stars against your total of 80. Alright, so that's, it tells you the time, it tells you the percentage. You know, once again, when you start the actual levels, make sure you're at 100%. Alright, so the achievements we unlocked so far. You changed form material for the first time, completed the tutorial, painted your first wall, and picked up your first trash. Alright, so most of the achievements are about... Oh, what did I do that for? Most of the achievements are... They cover completing the levels. And then picking up trash, you'll get that one here. Remember I was telling you about the 400? Okay. This one I just got from throwing trash for the first time. You can hold RT down instead of dropping it. I'll show you that one. Alright. See, you collected your first star. It doesn't count tutorial, so don't worry about the stars there. Alright, 75 and 80 stars. When you complete the last level at 5 stars, you'll get that one. But you want to keep going. That one you'll get just throughout the game. That one is when you complete the game, I believe. Yeah, don't do that one. Alright, I'll show you this another time. That one I'll show you here at another time. Yeah, complete the game without upgrades. Okay, now that's where, let me see here, the 100%. Yep, 100%. See, everyone is with 100%. Material on the ceiling, painted your first train, and I'll do all of them. And yep. Now this one, I'll show you that one too when we get to it. All right. So what you do is you come over here and you do your first level, and we're at Cleanville. Now here's the thing. If you're at 99% and you exit the game, it auto saves. So you could come in here and you'll have A to renovate or X to reset. All right. You can go back into it. Do not finish a level unless it's 100%, just to let you know that. All right, so here we go, jumping into the first level, and it tells you what you have to do. Once again, you can find your task by hitting and see the task. It says cut the padlock. You do not have to do any of that yet. You can just go around here, and if you'll notice, the blue little recycle things is where you can put the dumpsters at. All right, I kind of like to put them in the areas where, and you can have multiple dumpsters. All right, so here I'm going to buy a mixed one, and then over here I'm going to buy a recycled one, segregated. All right, and then open them up. Now it costs 200 to each time you fill them up or empty them, but you'll notice once it goes in there, you get money. You get money for doing all of them. So anything you put in that dumpster counts towards your total. And I don't know any way to track that at the moment. You got to pick them up too. I just kind of work on one at a time. Alright, that is just trash. And you don't get money for them. That is just trash. Alright, the tires, see, it's yellow in the bottom. You'll see the RB button. You got your four. Well, look at the bottom. You'll see it's highlighted yellow, the color. That's where it tells you what it is: yellow, green, blue, or trash. And they're tires, so we're going to put them down there as much as we can. All right, this is just regular trash, so I always break them up. But this here is recycled, so I was breaking them up earlier. Oh, wait, it goes in yellow. If you put it in the wrong thing, it's going to charge you $200 for putting it in the wrong thing too. So just keep that in mind. Some things you can't throw in there like this. It just picks it up. Just picks them up for you. You can't do anything about it. But this is what I want, because it counts towards your total of 400. Another thing that it doesn't tell you is how you can run. If you push in the left stick, you'll switch between walk mode and run mode. And use your scanner often, and it tells you what you need to scan. Here's the thing that goes in the yellow. Or not what you need to scan, it tells you what you have to do. You also want to look all over the place. Alright, now here's that one achievement that just keep going until the timer runs down, then you'll get an achievement. There you go. That's how you know you've reached the end of that area. So you can't collect anything outside that area. All right, here's the yellow. All right. Anyway, this is the gist of the game. It's nothing hard. I break up any trash items that I can. It's just easier that way. Alright, these barrels. I'm going to have to empty it here in a minute. Alright, it counted. Alright. Let's see if this would go. Nope. I gotta be here a little bit. Alright, let's do it here. And it didn't pop, did it? Oh well. It will pop. Just keep throwing things in there and it will pop eventually. Like I said, the game is a little buggy on some things. Alright, I don't know if I could get this in here. There we go. It went. Okay, so now I'm going to clear it. See, it costs 200 each time you do that. Alright, usually everything you see that green arrow or green circle. What that is the area that you have to buy stuff. And like I have to buy in the bottom right corner 4 benches or chairs, and you can just go around buying them, and they have to go in this area. So basically this concrete area, it doesn't really tell you what area, but if you, I'll show you here. I'll buy a bench and place it down here. As long as you get it in that general area. Still didn't pop. Oh well, it will pop eventually. Alright, let's get rid of this real quick, and then I'll put a couple of benches here. I need 4 benches or chairs, and it doesn't matter which ones you get. At the beginning, I tried to get as cheap as I can, as long as you see this area. Now, if you come down here, see, I can't buy, I mean, I could buy things, but I can't, it doesn't count for that area because it disappeared. If that makes sense. Alright, dismantle. And once again, you don't have to be perfect, but you do want to get as much as you can. There we go. Alright. And then you got to go inside. But I ain't doing that yet. Alright, dismantle it. It replaces it. Alright, and there's another sponge. Now, the glass you pick does count for the glass. So it adds up pretty soon here. There's a bag. Alright. Alright, I know. I'm off course. I was going to buy something. So let's buy them and get them done with. Alright. We're going to buy some benches. It doesn't matter which ones. I like the cheap ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Now, use the RB button and you'll see which one. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3. And notice how it's counting down below. Alright, now I need 2 trash cans. I need a departure board. And then I need a clock. Alright. Alright, it wouldn't let me in that area, huh? As long as it's green. See, like if you tried to put it red, obviously you can't put it. But if you try to put it on somewhere, like, see, it's yellow, that means it won't count for that area. Alright, and then that's done there. Alright. Anyway, you just go around cleaning everything, putting everything up, buying things. Alright. Sometimes there's rails for cleaning items to pick up and dust. Alright, I don't know if there's anything over here. Sometimes there's stuff over here too. Right there, I have to, for replacement. Alright. The wrench. And you just have to kind of, there we go. And just hold it until it gets done. I have, it says 10 of them, but that's just from the scan location, so there's probably more. All right. Yep, and I'm at 25%, so when I finish this one, I will be at 28. So, yep. Like I said, when that gets 100, then you know you have no more things to dismantle. Now that counts windows, doors, anything that requires the command dismantle. So, all the boards and stuff on the windows count too. So, but that's how you can tell. All right. Like I said, it's a fun little game. It's just the physics kind of drive you nuts on some things. I think that's all the dismantles on the train. There's levels where you'll have to get into it, into the train to actually, all right. Items to pick. Oh no, there they are. All right. Okay, so now I got to finish up here. Once again, you can destroy them, or you can put them straight in. It's up to you. All right, that requires a crowbar. All right, now here it says bathroom elements. You have to have 3 things. Here's the bathroom tab right here. So I want that, and I need a sink. So I'm going to have a soap and then a hand dryer. And I'm going to buy the cheapest sink I can. All right. So you don't have to put them in. You don't have to put them in anywhere in particular. As long as it's green, you can put it there. Anyway, it helps you when you scan, and you'll scan a lot. All right. You have to go inside and buy some stuff too, but I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit on how to play. I think that for the most part, you kind of understand how to do it now. Really? I don't know why that stupid thing hasn't popped yet. You can put them in here. You don't have to break everything, but it fills it up quick. That's the problem. All right. Anyway, I don't want to finish this level until I'm at 100%. So I will come back when I get close to it. So just stay tuned. I'll be right back, guys. I want to sell these. Yeah, it cost me 200, but I get back 800. Because right now, every little money helps. Same thing here. All right, and then now we're at 100%. So I was going to show you real quick the achievements I unlocked. Okay, I just got that one. I got my first star, obviously, and I finally got the 3-pointer. And I got that one to get over here where you leave the station. I was right here, right about here when I threw it and got that 3-point achievement. Okay, so now that everything's 100%, we're going to go ahead and end it by level finish, hitting a start. Yes. Once again, make sure you're at 100% before you finish a level, because there's no selecting levels. It sucks. And then I should get 2 achievements here. Completed Cleanville. And Master of Cleanville. And you know what? I just noticed something. In my other playthrough, when I tested, I'm using my Bulkmaster account to test, but I'm at 7 stars. In order to buy everything here, you need 80 stars. I should be okay, but I might play tutorial again just to complete the 5 stars. Okay, Cleanville's done. Now we're going to Mudburrow, and this one here, the physics on this map drive you absolutely insane. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this pump out, and we're going to get that achievement out of the way. I recommend following the path. I wouldn't cut through the grass because the physics will block it, and there's things that you can lose, believe it or not. Okay, so right about here, see how it automatically, there's an achievement for doing that. So I wanted to show you that. And then you just go around and you do what you got to do. These little things, I have no idea what the hell those are, but you got to pick them up nonetheless. And this one. Now you have to repair the pathway, and I'm going to be doing it now. There should be 4 of them, I think. And I'm going to show you another little area too. Alright, there's that one. Alright, like see that chair there, you can throw away. Okay, this one also has train rails you have to fix. There's 4 of them. Oh, it's over here. Okay. Not only do you have to fix the train, but you have to fix those rails. I'll show you that too real quick here. Okay, so that's 3. I believe I have 1 more to do. That's 4. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and pump out the water. See, they don't go in the way you want them to. And then this one here also goes in there. You can throw it in the regular trash, but you get money for it. So, and it counts towards the achievement, which is, believe it or not, kind of hard to get. Alright, in order to pump the floor, or the water out, you got to have these hoses. You can go this way, but if you cut through the middle there, I'm not kidding, it like, and then, Alright, and then I'll show you what the big hubbub is there. Yeah, cutting through the middle, I don't recommend it just because it's kind of glitchy. Alright. Now, see how there's water in here? You don't need to pick this up. You can get it all later. It's going to suck the water out for now. So, turn it on. And then it would just suck the water out. Alright, then you have to fix the toilet, but you can do that when you replace it. Okay, there's one thing I want to show you guys real quick before. Sometimes you get, see, I get stuck down in there and I hate it. I don't know why. Okay, not only do you have to come over here, but there's a place around here too that has stuff. This is just trash, so you don't have to worry about it. Alright. Alright, just the trash. Okay, wanted to make sure. But don't forget about that stuff over there. Alright, this is trash. I'm going to throw the trash here. Let's get this one first. I want mixed. Alright, there we go for that. Where the heck did I put that trash back? The physics. Alright. And then there's stuff here too also. Don't forget to hit your B button. Alright, items to pick. There's a big trash. Items to pick. I have two. Oh, it took it from the inside. Or it's counting this. Alright. Now, this little duck you have to throw away. You can't do anything else with it but throw it away. And it counts as an item, so you might as well put it in there. Alright. Now I was going to show you the train station. Or not the station, but the... I'm going to throw that away. Okay, these right here. Just like in the tutorial, but they count. Alright, I have, it says 2 rails, but as you can see there's more than 2. It's just the scan doesn't go that far away. And this takes a little while to do, but, you know. Alright, there's 4 in total at 25% each. Remember I told you the little track, now it'd be at 50. Yep. Yep, but these are the points I wanted you to see. Now, on fixing the toilet, the next task, the funny thing is you don't actually fix it. You have to dismantle it with a crowbar, it breaks, then you replace it. Now, there is a level where you have to fix a toilet with a plunger. And it's in the back of your truck. The plunger is. All tools you need are there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear this. Alright. Alright, watch. There we go. I just have to basically, once I replace the toilet, then that task would be complete. But that's pretty much it. I don't think I need to come back for this one. I will just show you different tasks that might be confusing. To some people. Both of these are yellow. See, I was just throwing them in different... I wasn't throwing them in here. I was smashing them up, like that chair over there. I was smashing it up. And I wasn't really doing what I was supposed to do to get that achievement done earlier. I mean, you have plenty of time to get all the achievements. Except make sure you get your 100% achievements. Otherwise, you're in trouble. Because if you don't get them, you have to replay the whole game if you don't do it per level, because there's no level select. So just keep that in mind. Alright. I do hate that. Alright. And then there's stuff everywhere. You just have to get it. It's really not that hard. And make sure you do a scan to get anything that you have not picked once you think you're done. See what I mean by the physics of the game? But anyway, guys, I'm going to go and end this one here. And I will be back when I have a couple other tasks. I know the hand cart one is definitely one I'm going to show you, and a couple other ones. But anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you at the next episode.